Hi and welcome to the My School Virtual Classroom. Today's focus is upon our first challenge, which is logo design. Now, the idea behind this video is not actually to show you how to make your logo or make your logo in a certain way. It's purely your design and it's up to you. This video is actually only showing you some tools and some features and pretty much giving you a guide and a starting point for your logo. Now, as you can see, we're using Adobe Illustrator. This program is readily available on your DER laptop, and it's also a great way of saving vector graphics. Now, for you, those of you who don't know a difference between a vector graphic and a JPEG and bitmap, etc., vector graphic is of the highest quality. The more you zoom in or enlarge, this format will not pixelate, it will not lose any quality whatsoever. This is why it's used for billboards and large things as such. So anyway, we're going to get into it, and we're going to go to, first of all, I'm going to show you. You can see that I've got my toolbars open, and they're set under my workspace called Christie. Now, if you want to create your own workspace, you go to Windows, and then you select which toolbars you actually want to open. Then you can go to Workspace, and go down to Save Workspace, and save it to your own name. Every time you start Adobe Illustrator up, it will open on your actual workspace. If not, click on it and it will bring all your toolbars up. Okay, now as you can see with the Adobe Illustrator interface, it's pretty much the same as Photoshop and Photo Studio and even Publisher for that matter. It's got selection tools, text tools, shape, gradient, eyedropper, spray can, etc. It's got brushes, it's got colors and effects up the top. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a new file. We're going to go up to File and hit New, and as you can see, our document is untitled. We're going to call it Skyjuice because this is the company's name of the logo that we're supposed to be designing. I tend to make my artboards 350 pixels by 280 pixels because I think it makes a good size logo artboard. We're going to hit, and here we are. Firstly, I'd recommend hitting the text button and typing in what the company's name is. So in this case it's Skyjuice. I'm going to type Sky, then I'm going to go back and click on the text button again, and I'm going to put juice as a separate word. The reason why I'm doing this is when you select that now, you can actually move juice beside it. You can move it underneath it, wherever you might want to. It just gives you a little bit more movement within your logo. I'm actually going to just put it beside it at the moment. And then I'm going to make sure I've got the select arrow on. I'm going to select the lot. I'm then going to drag that over to the left hand side a bit. I'm going to hold my shift button on and drag it to the size of my artboard. The reason why I hold the shift button on is to keep my logo in proportion. Okay, to zoom in you can press Control plus, and to zoom out obviously is Control minus. Firstly, I'm going to select the sky juice, which is the sky part of the word, which is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to make a different color. Hang on. Okay. Next I'm going to go up to Type and go Create Outlines. Now what this does is actually make all little anchor points all the way around your logo or your text. This enables you to manipulate the design to make it unique as to what you want for your logo, and it enables you to be able to do things as a group and not just one letter or something. So anyway, we're going to go, I'm going to click on the select tool, but I'm going to click on group. Okay, now move that over a bit. I'm just going to click on just the S by itself. As you can see, all the anchor points are on the S. Now if I want to make this fatter or put more weight in it, I can do that by just changing the weight of it. Okay, now if you make a mistake or you want to go back to where you were before, if you hit Control Z, every time you click it, it will take you back to where you started. Okay, and then I'm going to go back up and I'm going to click on the direct selection tool and select that, and I'm going to just click, hold on, I have to go back and select and then go Type, create outlines again because I Control Z'd it out. Okay, now that I've got that back there, I'm going to go back to that direct selection tool, and I'm just going to select the Y. Now if I double click on an anchor point, I can then move that anchor point to wherever I like, just to make a different style. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to go back to my normal selection tool and select this again. I'm going to go and create outlines for this. Back to my direct selection tool, and I'm going to click a little bit of this C over here, and with that I'm going to drag it, maybe Control Z, not like that. I'm going to drag it like this, and I'm going to bring this one in here to give it a little lip. Okay, now I'm pretty happy with my words. It's not great, but it's a start and it's a showing point for you. Now, to create other parts of your logo, you can go into, say, the rectangle there. If you hold your mouse button on it, you can go down and you can pick an ellipse tool or something like that, which you can go like that, and then you can take the fill out. This is your fill button down here, and if you want it to be a brush style, you can click on a brush, and then you can go up to Object, Arrange, and Send to Back. Now what that does is put that ellipse behind your word or your text. That's pretty cool. Or you can take that off, Control Z or delete, and if you go into your line tool and hold that on, there's like spirals. Now if I made a spiral like that, and then I put a brush on it, maybe make it a different color, maybe with no fill. So hold on, we want there, but if we click on the outline there, we can change the color of that, just like that. Now if we hit select, we can move that around to wherever we want that to be until it's just right. You can also select and use your arrows to move it along in small ways. Up in the corner you can see that if I come up to the corner, that it's like got a bent arrow. That's your rotate, so I can rotate that around to however I want to look good. I'm going to just rotate it like this, and I'm going to move it down a little bit. Then I'm going to go back up to Object, Arrange, and I'm going to send that to the back. Now I'm pretty happy with that, and that is my little logo, 5-minute logo for you guys. I expect you to come up with something probably a bit more funky than what I've done. But anyway, if you go into File and you go Save As, you can pick that to be saved as an Adobe Illustrator file, which you can then reopen in Adobe Illustrator, or you can go through and you can save it as an EPS. Now the EPS is your vector graphic. Okay, so this one is the best quality, and that's what your final graphic will be. So I'm going to hit cancel just here at the moment. And also, if you want to go into File and go down to Save for Web and Devices, this is and I've saved these as pings, ping 24s. Now you can change the image and image size and the layers of it. Now what this does, it makes it transparent, and there's the images that can be used on a web page. It keeps them to the size needed for a web page. But anyway guys, that is all I have to show for this video. I hope it's been good information wise, and I hope you've come up with something heaps good.